This holiday weekend is full of outdoors fun for families all over the country, but right here in Oklahoma, it's also known as one of the deadliest weekends of the year for ATV and UTV crashes, especially for teenagers. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nathan Thompson.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. St. Francis Hospital Trauma Center partnered with ATV Ride Safe to help educate parents and kids on how to have fun while avoiding tragedy. In our continuing coverage, Fox 23's Devin Lyon is live in studio. Devin, both say safety has to be a priority this weekend.
It is. This is meant to be a fun weekend for people, whether it's hanging out outside at the lake, shooting off fireworks, or taking on rides on UTVs and ATVs. But what's most important is that everyone goes home safe. So St. Francis Pediatric Hospital and ATV Ride Safe Oklahoma are trying to educate parents and kids so no one has a tragic accident in the middle of holiday fun. This is a St. Francis Hospital Trauma Center, and it's the last place any parent wants their child to end up this weekend. Sadly, several families lose loved ones to ATV and UTV accidents every year in Oklahoma. According to Consumer Federation America, in 12 months, Oklahoma has had 20 deaths from accidents while riding these vehicles. Half of them were teens. In just 2025, there were 14 deaths, some as young as 8 months old. Mike Klump with ATV Ride Safe Oklahoma told me Oklahoma has consistently ranked in the top 10 for ATV and UTV crash deaths for the last 15 years.
July 4th is known as the most dangerous weekend of the year for off-highway vehicles. That would be dirt bikes, all-terrain vehicles, four-wheelers, and also side-by-sides.
ATV Ride Safe OK partnered with St. Francis Health Systems to try and educate families before 4th of July weekend, how to be safe, especially for younger riders.
We've got Zoe back here. This young lady right here has all her riding gear on. She has on over-the-ankle boots, and that's for ATVs and for side-by-sides. Long pants, long-sleeve shirt. She has gloves on back here. She has her DOT-compliant helmet on, and then she has her eye protection in the form of goggles. Again, that's an ANSI-engineered lens. A rock flies up, it's not going to go through that lens.
Helmets, safety goggles, and boots are just some items that could save a child from a terrible injury. But it's not just advice for kids.
Now, I know that we don't have helmet laws for adults here in Oklahoma, but I guarantee you, I encourage families, adults, parents. We want that mom and dad to be around a long time, okay? They need to be wearing their helmets. They need to set that example.
Dr. Barry Birch is a pediatric trauma surgeon at St. Francis. He says they see kids come in for injuries from ATV and UTV accidents every week, especially in the summer.
Our hospital, unfortunately, gets full of injuries from situations like this, often preventable, and often just a little education and understanding of these machines is really all it takes to avoid some really catastrophic injuries.
The injuries from these types of wrecks can be catastrophic, some even deadly.
For the parents, I just want them to be aware of the damage and the life-changing nature that some of these injuries lead to. Unfortunately, head injuries are the issue. The decisions they may make tomorrow to get on these machines without helmets will be decisions that could impact the rest of their lives.
ATV Ride Safe Oklahoma does offer classes for teens and adults when it comes to any of those vehicles, even one-on-one sessions. I've included more information on their program and how you can reach out to them on this story on fox23.com. Live in studio covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.